Hello, everyone. Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night. Hello, welcome! You guys like the little oundgac theme song I got going on? I went into my audio stock account and I typed in weird. And that came up. So hope you enjoyed that. Guys, welcome. Thank you so much for the gift, by the way, to It's Valentine. Thank you so much for the 10. Wolfram Xenia, thank you so much for the 5. Cassie Murray, thank you so much for the 5. Danielle Blanco, thanks so much for the 5. Ilimo, thanks for the 1. Guys, welcome. I gotta break it down a little bit. Let's jump into it. Hello. It's your birthday today, Jester Tamer. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. We are on a very it's a very special... My mustache is all fucked up. Hold on. My mustache is all... Guys, hold on. Happy birthday to you, Jester Tamer. Great art as always, by the way. I hope you're doing well. I was too shy to soup up about it last year, but you tackling your social anxiety has made me want to try too, so thank you. Oh, good. Well, good luck! Cherish you greatly as an Oshi. Enjoy our oundgacs in the deepest pits of the underworld. Yes. Guys, this is no ordinary art stream. I know it for accessibility, I called it art review, but this is not an art review. This is something far different than you could ever possibly imagine. Hold on, I need to put on my own music. Because I don't like it when I talk to myself and things are all quiet. It makes me uncomfortable. So hold on, I'm getting out my Spotify playlist here. Get out my jazz fusion. Oh yeah, here we go. Beautiful. Guys, we are doing an oundgac review. And you may ask yourself, you may be new here, or you may be someone that is unfamiliar with the concept, but you were asking yourself, Bettel, what did you just sneeze? What did you just fucking say to me, you sack of shit? That's right, you heard me correctly. An oundgac. O-U-N-D-G-A-C. It's basically, guys, in its purest form, basically an oundgac is an OC. It's just an OC, but it has very specific parameters. Very, very specifics to what makes an oundgac. You know what I mean? What makes oundgac? Let me break it down for you for people that don't know, okay? I'm going to quickly show you what an oundgac is, okay? Very quickly. Because this ain't about me. It's about everybody else. Okay. First of all, open up MS Paint. I don't want to see, DaVinci Resolve or where the fuck people use. I don't want you getting out your bamboo tablet. I don't want you getting your Cintiq or your fucking Tamagotchi or whatever the fuck people use to draw. Okay? You need to open up MS Paint. And you need to use your mouse. Okay? Then, from there, you can do whatever you want. You could draw a fucked up looking G, and you can give it teeth. Okay? And then you give it eyeballs. Now you could do whatever you want, whatever your heart desires. You can make it the color yellow, and you know what? Its teeth can be blue, but guess what? One tooth is green. Okay? And maybe you give it some beautiful blue eyes instead. Because maybe that stands out more. Maybe that's just how it feels. And, my trademark. I have a few trademarks for when I do things. First of all, I always got to give it stressed out, like red bits in the eyes, You know what I mean? My other trademark is giving it veins. I like giving things veins. You do this. You kind of have it branch out. And then you connect it. I don't know why I like doing that, but I do. And then maybe I'm gonna give it a little pot belly. I don't know how to do that. There we go. And then I'm gonna give it it's not gonna have legs. I've made the executive decision. It doesn't have legs. It's looking like it's kind of like the baby from Eraserhead. And I'm gonna give it a little dangly arm here. And then I'm gonna give it a pirate hook. Okay. Alright. And you know what? It's gotta be wearing a vest. Like a little cowboy vest. Because it's a special day for him. He's got kind of some pirate attitude going on here. And you know what maybe he'll have a little tie. And does he have another arm? Who's to say? You know what? He's got another arm, but it comes out of his current arm. And you know what? That's got to be another pirate hook. But it goes this way. Okay. All right. And then what do we do for his feet? I said he doesn't have legs, but what could I do? What could I do instead? Well, you know what? We'll do one giant. We'll just do one big. We'll do one big Converse shoe. How do you draw a Converse shoe? Well, the thing going in with oundgacs, folks, is I don't know. I don't know how to draw. Okay? I don't know how that works. Okay? Now, that is basically an oundgac. You know what his name is? It just came to me. That's his name. Onverse. This isn't his name's Onverse. Now. This is watch very closely, ladies and gentlemen, because this is very important. Okay? This is very important. With all oundgacs, they have to have likes. This is the most important thing about oundgacs. Likes and dislikes. Okay? Now, does the likes and dislikes need to pertain to what the character looks like? Does he like scouring the seven seas because he has pirate hooks? Does he like footwear or shoes? No. He likes 2x2 plies of wood. That's what he really likes. Now that could actually be associated with walking the plank, actually. He also likes a caniac combo from Raising Cane's. Okay. But what does he dislike? Man, what really gets under Onverse's skin? What gets under his skin? You know? What could really mess this guy up here? And sometimes you can switch to text for flavor, okay? There's nothing wrong with using text. You know what he dislikes? He dislikes when the blinds to his window are open just enough to let in sun and glare his television, so his viewing experience is lessened. Okay. Isn't that the worst? Isn't that the worst? He's a relatable guy. How is he going to enjoy his caniac combo from Raising Cane's? And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. I came up with these little things with a buddy of mine way back when during quarantine. There can be taglines, but it is not a necessity. Taglines are not always needed, but if you add a tagline, you get +1 for style. But that is not it. Now, How am I going to review these oundgacs? First of all, I'm not giving these things letter grades. I'm not giving these things numbers because oundgacs are subjective. I'm going to say what I like and what makes it an oundgac. What I like the most about each one. But I will crown one oundgac the winning oundgac of this stream. Okay? But just know, every oundgac is special. And everyone that applied, I am very proud. Everyone did a great job. I looked at all of them last night. I have about 30 with me right now. If we have more time, I will add more. I actually have to go to the DMV a little bit later today, which is just the worst day of my life. But until then, well done on everybody. I have scoured the oundgac tab. I have taken images from fucking yesterday to August of 2023. So I wanted to make things fair. I wanted to get as many different areas as possible. And without further ado, let's jump into our little creative game that we are delving deep into. Okay? Now, first of all, most of the people's names that I've written down, I have written down your Twitter @ not your name that you use on Twitter, but your Twitter @. So if I call you by your legal name or something, I am so fucking sorry. If I normally call you by something else on here, like whoever, I may not know it was you. Fish Sticks, I think yours is in here, and I have you written down as something else. I remember seeing that. I said, who the fuck is this? Oh, it was Fish Sticks. So I'm going to call you whatever the fuck your @ was. Because I want people to be like, you know, I just find that important. So government names will be used, and I am eternally sorry for that. I thought about it, I'm like, oh, maybe. Okay, I'm jumping into it. First of all, I need to correctly know who's who here. Oh, God. Okay. Hopefully this is in order. Oh, God. It may not be in order. How do I know whose this is? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, hold on. Okay. I believe this is Hyoko Chi. Hyoko Chi. Okay. Let's delve deep into this character that Hyoko Chi made here. First of all, dressed to impress. Dressed fancy for the occasion. I love the non-specifics of what the occasion might be. We don't know what the occasion is. But apparently, the occasion involves top hats, roller skates, and bow ties. Very good. And his name is Morble Jr. Probably named after his father, Morble Sr. I imagine Morble Sr. is a very distinguished man. I'm sure he's very proud of Morble Jr., considering he is dressed fancy for the occasion. What does Morble Jr. like? Well, he likes long walks on the beach. That's a classic. I think that's one of my likes as well, I think. When I debuted. Causing small to medium fires around his neighborhood and cornflakes. You know, what I can respect about Morble Jr. is that he doesn't cause catastrophe on a large scale. You know, maybe you set a little fire. Maybe you set a medium fire. But, you know, it's right out if he starts a large fire. That's not Morble Jr.'s prerogative. And I respect that. What's his dislikes? Hot Wheels. Very interesting that his roller skates have flames on it and do have wheels. But he does not like Hot Wheels. Bit of a strange contradiction to Morble Jr.'s inner mind. This is absolutely what this is, Fizzotti. This is, basically, guys, this is refrigerator art. The brown parts of bananas. Now, I find that to be also utterly repulsive, so I think it's very interesting that Morble Jr. also does not like the brown parts of the bananas. I also I completely agree with that statement. Very good, Morble Jr. Very good. Very good. We loved every second of you being here. Well done, Morble Jr. Great addition. Next. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so I believe this is Shoe Build's oundgac, and let me just double check, because then I can actually be in order here. If this is Shoe Build's oundgac, then I will now know the names in order. I have them listed, it's just, you know, OBS has to fucking make this difficult for me. Where are you, Shoe Build? It is, in fact, Shoe Build's oundgac. Okay. So we have chain typing. What the fuck? Okay, so this one, you really gotta break it down. This one got really oundgac-y real fast. I gotta zoom in here just because of the... Okay. Chain typing. It's a chain with eyeballs. By the way, big +1s for the stressed out red in the eyes. I find that to be... That's a bit of a bias to the creator, whether you know it or not. Chain typing likes adding people to email chains without telling them why. So this guy's in a... I would say... So there's good guys and bad guys, I would say. Very black and white in the realm of oundgacs. Chain typing definitely an antagonistic force. Nobody wants a chain email. The Slack message notification also. Techno-pop music. Okay, so we definitely a villain. Definitely a villain. And Microsoft OneNote. And I believe that is written in, if I am so certain, that looks like it's written in the Chiller font. Looks like the Chiller horror font. Now, already what's jumping out to me is the use of different fonts. The use of different fonts for each like. Something, you know, very interesting. What was the creative process? Why would you choose different fonts? It only made it more inconvenient for you to do that. So the only way I can see it is that you had an artistic vision. And it's beautiful. Dislikes. Now here is another beautiful thing. Is dislikes is written in purple for no other reason than and it is a default MS Paint purple. I recognize that anywhere. The shittiest purple you could possibly imagine. But you did not remember to switch back to black after using that purple. So you have continued to write the text down with the purple that you had previously just used. Then noticing your error, and now switching back to black to continue the dislikes. Now, let's see what those dislikes are, but that is brilliant. The team message notification sound. Some business dislikes. Techno-pop musician. Okay. Classic oundgac contradiction here. Classic oundgac contradiction. Likes techno-pop music, but they don't like the musicians. There's something that comes with the artist that they don't like, but they like the art that they create. That's very interesting. They very much disassociate themselves from the artist and the art. And yes, I'm going to go very in-depth into this. I said it would be a review. I'm not just going to say, oh my god, black socks with those brown shoes? Oh no. We are going in very much in depth into the what I think the thought process is, because this is not just school grade art. This is deep avant-garde nature. Google Sheets, Google censored. So Google Sheets. I've never used Google Sheets. I love that the computer says work just to let you know what the purpose of that is. Now, I think this one very much speaks... It really speaks for modern day society. Chained to their work. unable to escape. You will never escape Corporate Elysium. You will never escape. Honestly, if you just... I think this may actually be a picture of my manager. If I am to be so bold. Those are Discord notifications, and they're all from me. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. Okay, next one we have Worsicrilliums. Worsicrilliums. My God. Let's shrink this down here. We got a lot to break down here. Okay. My God. Now, this unak in particular is doing something that I very much enjoy, that I like to do. It's the old fake out. I call it the anglerfish route, where you think it's something, but it's actually another thing. Now, it's a Blastoise-esque clown. Now, is it a ripped clown? Now, you look at its face on its chest there. Is that its face? Or is that the subversion? Is that the misdirect into the reality that his head is all the way up there with that little clown poking out at the top there? But in actuality, I like to think the face is the chest, and it's got giant arms, and the thing on top is just a hat. Big top, honk if you're silly. That's what he says, honk if you're silly. Now, one thing, a big +1 from Gavis Bettel here, adding veins, and man, the deep blue veins are very much an interesting creative decision that I would never think to do. Definitely going into the body horror route with that fucked up body and giant bane veins popping out of its arms. Now, what is Big Top like? They like nail polish. No, that's very apparent. And they like forest fires. So this is an antagonistic unak, I would say. This is an antagonistic unak. This is definitely not somebody that you would want to mess with. He's a bad guy. And you can tell he's a bad guy because he likes Dumbo live action, which I could say on with complete certainty. I don't know a single person. I didn't even know that existed. I don't even think there's somebody out there that's seen that. Hyoko, thank you for the 4 months. And great unak. So what is this antagonistic character dislike? Shirts that chafe his nipples. It does look like he has some absolute irritation going on there. I would dislike that too if my nipples looked like that. Now, I like that the nipples look like clown noses. It's got that sheen. That would hurt. And I think it's right for him not to wear a shirt. Also, I don't think they sell shirts in XXXXXXXL because this guy's built like a brick shithouse. I mean, there's no shirt that is going to go around that entire thing's body. He just likes rusty pipes. Maybe if I were to delve deeper into the mind of this character, maybe a rusty pipe is what irritated his nipples. You know, who knows? Grease paint. I don't even think I know what that is. By the way, I did not look too deeply into these because I wanted to do a blind approach. Okay. Grease paint and rusty pipes. I think he's a cleanly fellow. He keeps himself clean. Puts on nail polish very well. Look, not a single bit of paint out of place on those nails. So very cleanly. Grease paint is clown makeup. Okay, so classic unak contradiction again. Now, that is assuming that he uses grease paint on himself, and I'm thinking that he doesn't. I think Big Top is all natural. I think that is an authentic look from Big Top. I think that those pink parts aren't paint. It's part of his nipples as well as just maybe a skin irritation. The blue veins popping out of his arms. Maybe he's got some deep vein thrombosis going on. You know, maybe he's not too healthy. Maybe that's what made him like forest fires. Maybe the darkness in him woke up. Incredible. Great unak. Next, Oundgac by Jess is not here. Jess is not here. It's got to keep going back on me like this. Wow. Okay, so this was for Oundgactober, which, by the way, we were talking about this for a while, but Bubby Gator, I included your prompt. I don't know if you hear about Bubby Gator, did Oundgactober, which was basically a prompt for each day of October, and then you would draw an Oundgac for each day. So, and what a great little event. I was looking at those Oundgactobers. Really, really funny. And I loved looking at those. So big props to you, Bubby Gator, for conducting Oundgactober. Definitely a big up to you. Now, this is an interesting one. For this Oundgactober, this was specifically day 11, and the thematic for Oundgactober was a tank. Everyone would draw a tank. Now, this is very interesting. This is a creative freedom approach here by Jazz here. We have health and psychological resilience. We have stat bonuses here. And listen, just, it's looking like the Dow Jones or something, but health is at an all-time up. But psychological resilience is at an all-time low, so you don't want to read this thing's, if you read its mind, I'm sure it's in big trouble. Now, that's very interesting. I've never seen an Oundgac with stats before. I used to do that as a kid. I would draw like my own Yu-Gi-Oh cards and give them health bonuses and attack power, and each one I would draw would just be more powerful than the rest. Now, why I chose this one is I saw this for about 4 seconds. And I didn't know what I was looking at. I said, what the fuck is this? Then I noticed it was Tank, and then I noticed its name was Tankation. And I had no choice but to put this on the fucking list. Its tank treads are coconuts. Its cannon is a palm tree. It's got a floral Hawaiian shirt print for its body. And a Luffy hat to boot. And it likes the TSA. What the fuck? Multivitamins and sleep, so it likes to take care of itself. Weapon of relaxation. By the way, I really approve of the pencil. This is the pencil brush, I believe, for writing everything down. Perfect serial killer writing. I mean, straight from the Zodiac. Beautiful. Beautiful pencil writing here. By Jazz is not here. Now it's dislikes. Dislikes. Is that how you spell pollen? Don't know. Well done, Jazz. Now, that's very interesting, is that a tank-based vacation vehicle does not like margaritas. Probably the top vacation drink. Very, very interesting. It makes me wonder what it does like to drink. Maybe a mojito? Maybe a rum punch. We don't know. We don't know. We can only we can only guess. We can only imply. But what we do know, and we are just looking at the facts here, is that it does not like margaritas. And you know what? A margarita probably is not good for a tank. You put that down its cannon, and you know what? It probably fuck everything up. Maybe it used to like margaritas. We don't know what its history is. And it's like SpongeBob, which is also another classic contradiction here, is because SpongeBob is a very summer-based, vacation-y, tropical kind of character and vibe. So even its the flowers on its shirt resemble the clouds that you would see in a maybe an early SpongeBob episode. So delving deep into its dislikes, it makes you wonder what he doesn't like about SpongeBob. Maybe it likes the idea, and you know what? Maybe it likes SpongeBob more than you think. It wants to like SpongeBob because it could just say "Hey Arnold" or something, and that would make sense because maybe it's just not its thing. But with SpongeBob, it wants to like SpongeBob. It likes the tropical vibe. It likes the deep sea element and the pineapples and the rocks and the clouds. But you know what it doesn't like? It doesn't like the character. It doesn't like SpongeBob itself. Maybe they find it grating. Maybe it's obnoxious. They like the idea, but they don't like the execution. That's the problem. Tankation. Tankation, incredible. Yvette Thanatos, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you. Thank you, Yvette Thanatos. It isn't psychologically resilient to his chaos. Yes. Yes, it is not ready. And you know what? Weapon of relaxation, it just wants to relax. It wants to sleep. It wants to have multivitamins. It wants to relax. And then you got going off. You don't like that. This is not a villain. I thought it was a villain by liking the TSA, but you know what? Maybe it likes a safe and secure flying experience. I mark Tankation, first of all, the most perplexing oundgac for today so far, as well as a protagonist. Maybe a little Yoshikage Kira going on, wants to be left alone. But it's not hurting anybody. I don't know why that one perplexed me so much. Jess is not here. Thank you. All right, the next one here. It's got a reset, I think. Oh, I think this is by Cathew. Cathew, I want to say you did about... Oh, shit. You did about 758,000 oundgacs, Cathew. Now, this is remarkable, Cathew. You did so many oundgacs, and I specifically picked this one because it was on Oundgactober 2023, and it was Rivals. You actually matched a previously made oundgac against a new enemy. You created lore. You did a connected universe. The previous day, I believe, was Suit. And that's where... Oh, what the fuck? Crocodile Zardon. Crocodile Zardon, Steve. I fucking love this thing. I don't know where to begin. I don't know where to begin with Crocodile Zardon here. I love his tiny little feet. I love the stars. I believe that might be the shape tool, and if it is the shape tool, incredible. I think you can tell it's a mismatched smushing of the stars there. That is the shape tool. They didn't use the fill element in the shape tool. They just let them hollow out. You know what? Even more beautiful. Very stylish with his Curious George ass fucking blazer. But also he's ready to go. He's ready to go. I love the 2 different size swords. I love his tiny stupid eyeball. I love this character. Now, I'm gonna delve deep into this in a minute. Also, chiller font for the titles here. Going back into what seems like Arial font of some kind into the... Okay, so we have dislikes. Also dislikes Andromeda's Mark. Now, the reason this is also is because there was a previous page with Crocodile Zardon's original page, so that's where his likes and dislikes. We're actually not we're not learning about him. The new character here is Andromeda's Mark. Okay, that is the actual oundgac for this event here. This stuff's the bomb, which I'm guessing he's talking about his bombs, but we don't know. He could be, we don't know. He likes dynamite and small dogs. Very interesting. From Andromeda's Mark. Andromeda's Mark sounds like an off-brand Osmosis Jones spin-off movie made by fucking Gavis Bettel or somebody that does spin-off movies. There's Osmosis Jones and then Andromeda's Mark, which is, I'm sure it's the same kind of film. Dislikes. I mean, he hates Steve. You could tell they are intertwined in combat. Just full throttle fight here. He hates loud noises. Now, that's very interesting because he likes dynamite, but he hates loud noises. I am no professional. I am no explosives expert, but I would say if dynamite were to explode, that noise would be pretty loud. So I think, He doesn't love everything about Dynamite, but he does like Dynamite. I guess he just does not like the explosive aspect. And Diet Pepsi, we now know that this is a villain character, because Diet Pepsi is actually quite good. It's always quite good, if you ask me. I am on Crocogatosaurus on Steve's side here, without any kind of bias. Now, I think the interesting here is that they are rivals. Now, I think Andromeda's Mark actually just likes Dynamite without using it. I think the interesting thing here, may not be intentional, is that Crocogatosaurus here is blowing fire, which I say lit the fuse to the Dynamite, and Andromeda's Mark here is terrified. I bet he's actually more of a calm, collected guy, but his face there is not the default expression that Andromeda's Mark usually holds. I think he's about to explode. I think Crocogatosaurus has elevated the combat here. I think he is on the other side. I think he's got to win. I think he's trying to win here. Lit his fuse. Andromeda's Mark is in big trouble. He's either going to have to throw those or meet his fate. Was that intentional? Maybe not. But what I do like is that I did see that in the art here. That's what makes art so beautiful. It's the implied things. It's the things that you can maybe add to your mind or guess. What a thing to unpack here. Well done, Cathew. And also, congrats on all the oundgacs you created. I wish I could review them all, but you made 758 of them, and I picked these two because they were brilliant. Moving on. This is fun. I like taking it seriously. This one is from Leilani Neon. This is Maverick Blade. Wow. We have the spray tool for the blush there. Many excellent use of different brush sizes. Might be a little biased on this one, but the Gigan arms, the Final Wars Gigan arms, are definitely something that I appreciate to the fullest extent. Tancation Jess, yes. Love the Final Wars Gigan arms. Now let's look a little bit different. A very tough name for the exterior here, for Maverick Blade here. Maverick Blade. If I were to go up to you and say Maverick Blade, you would draw the character from like Hatred or something, or Lobo, or the most edgy thing you'd ever seen. But this is Maverick Blade. What's buzzin', good looking is his catchphrase. Now, here's the interesting thing. Is he a bee? A pig? A dog? An alien? Gigan? We don't know. He's got bee qualities. I love his galoshes. I like that he doesn't wear pants. I like the matching neon blue. I like the plunging neckline. He keeps a button undone. He's a little crazy. He's a little free. He likes otters. Maybe that's where he stemmed from. Maybe he used to be an otter. He's got that kind of otter-like face. Maybe he's an experiment. Discussions of existentialism. Okay, so this guy's unhinged. I hate doing. That's one of my actual dislikes. I can't stand shit like that. And Mozzarella. He's back on my side here with Mozzarella. Now, maybe he does look like an intellectual type. He's very cute, though. Dislikes. Also, great use of the font for his name. Look at that kind of sketched out, distorted writing for his name. But then we go back into the basic likes and dislikes. Love that. He dislikes the Hot Knife Challenge videos. Me too, Maverick Blade. That shit sucks. I don't understand that. That doesn't make a goddamn bit of sense. But why does he dislike it? Well, he's got knives for hands. Maybe he sees it as insensitive. Trips to the beach. Oh, no. You know what? He probably doesn't like trips to the beach. He's definitely dressed for the rain. Maybe he likes the rain. Now, we don't know if that's true or not, but he's got his boots on. But he does have a summer vibe. It's interesting that he doesn't like trips to the beach, but he wears this kind of Hawaiian shirt. Maybe a contradiction. We don't know. He just likes dairy products. He's lactose intolerant. So what do we know about Maverick Blade? Well, he's got the shits. He's got the shits. That's no fun, Maverick Blade. And you know what? Probably dealing with that when you have Gigan scythe blades for arms. You know, you're gonna need a 28 ply to deal with the lactose intolerance, you know, because if you're doing a 2-ply and you're at someone's house and stuff, you're ripping right through that thing. I'm sorry to hear that, Maverick Blade. I'm sorry to hear about that. What a cute guy. Great oundgac. All right. Leilani. Thank you. Now, I don't know if they're here right now. Most likely not. This one is from Haka. This was made in 2023. This was made by Haka. This is Pop Tank Tello the Tyrant. Haka immediately gets points because I love drawing tanks for some reason. Specifically tank treads. Another tank-based oundgac. Unfrosted Pop-Tarts are a sin. I agree with Pop Tank Tello the Tyrant. And what I appreciate about Haka here is that he exactly what I saw just now is that he understood the assignment. He knew what to do. We have a tank, we have a turtle coming out of the front here. We have an unidentifiable Pop-Tart flavor, maybe his own kind. Very interesting choice of orange, pink, and blue sprinkles with one brown sprinkle. What is the reasoning for the one brown sprinkle? Could that be a honest mistake or an intentional creative choice? We don't know. We don't know. Knowing Haka, it's probably like shit. It's probably like mouse shit. Some kind of shit-based joke involved. But I'm not one to put words in his mouth. We don't know what the brown sprinkle is. Could it be a mistake from the crust and moving on? Could that be the first sprinkle he drew in MS Paint? And then he went, oh shit, that's a brown sprinkle, and I just drew the crust. I need to do colors. And then without erasing or undoing, he just continued. And I think that is the beauty of it. He kept that flaw, that mistake in when accessorizing his oundgac. Let's see what this guy likes here. He likes Mr. Beast, you know? That's great. Maybe he's a feastable come to life. We don't know. We don't know. Now, what I think is very brave and bold for Pop Tank Tello to do is that tap dancing is something he likes. And you know what? I can already say this. And I'm not about to imply this, but it's just a strategic observation from me. He's probably not very good at tap dancing. And I could be wrong. But what I've observed is that this guy ain't got feet. He ain't got feet. I don't know how you tap dance with tank treads, but man, but you know what I like? He loves it. He loves it. And he likes another long walk on the beach. Or we got a lot of long walks on the beach going on tonight. And a lot of people are liking long walks on the beach, you know? Nothing wrong with that. And he dislikes... I actually did not read that until just now. We're moving on. Disqualified. Okay, disqualified. Next one is by Necromancy for Kids. This, my friends, is Little Blorbo. Little Blorbo. Catchphrase, it's me, Lil Blorbo. It looks like, what's that fucking thing from? It looks like that old video game guy. I don't know its name. To me, it looks like a Cheeto. Oh, Q*bert. It's got a Q*bert look. To me, it's a Cheeto or an oven mitt. And let me just... we have abilities added here, which I think is incredible. And let me tell you, what a magnificent ability. He can't not explode. Wait a second. He can't not explode. So he explodes. So he explodes. Now, was that... I can't tell if that is a... I can't tell if that was intentional or not. It seems so deliberate. He can't not explode. So at some point, Lil Blorbo is gonna fucking explode. Oh, wait a second. He can't not wait a second, he's always exploding! So he's always exploding. So what is this that I'm looking at then? If he's always exploding, how did we get this image? Who are we looking at? Is this what his explosion looks like? Does he explode? We don't know the intricacies of his explosion. Maybe he explodes into a Cheeto. Is this milliseconds from his birth before? Oh, you have a new son, Lil Blorbo. Seconds. This is the only photo of him before he exploded. Internal explosion. Oh, maybe it's indigestion. Now, let's break it down. He likes the year 2011. Now, I don't know if I could confirm or deny that. I don't know if I agree with that or not. I don't remember the year 2011. It does not have anything that I really remember. Skyrim. Maybe he's a big Skyrim fan. He likes being a guy. You know? The simple things, love. He just likes being one of the dudes. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, he likes being one of the guys. That's cool. And cheesy pasta. How fun. He dislikes crust, which is, you know, a very common dislike. He dislikes smelling pepper, which I think is also a common dislike. Now, what's really jumped out to me here is what the fuck happened on March 9, 2011? Because he likes the year 2011. But something stands out within that year that is now marked as something he dislikes. March 9th. I'm just going to type it in here. What happened March 9th, 2011? Okay. I'm just going to look at the first thing here. March... Music chart. Lady Gaga's Born This Way was #1 on the music charts. Maybe he's a Lady Gaga hater. We don't know, Lil Blorbo. We don't know. That is fucking perplexing. This guy, this one confused the absolute shit out of me. I didn't drink a lot of caffeine today, and I don't even know what to say. Next is Melocity's oundgac. I had to add this one. A classic pun-based oundgac. But I just need to say, what a beautiful MS Paint rendition of Amy Lee from the Evanescence album. I'm holding my last breath. That's what Evanescence says. Is it not? Maybe just because it looks like deodorant doesn't mean it smells good. Maybe I'm holding my last breath isn't what they say. It's what someone else says when they smell Evanescence. You know? We don't know. Because I'm not immortal. I wouldn't know these things. Maybe I'm going under a different kind of impression that the artist was trying to do. But I just look at this. I just look at this art. It brings me to life. I feel like I'm hemorrhaging, you know, just blood by looking at this. But, you know, nothing a tourniquet can't help with. But, you know, I'm just Gavis Bettel. Everybody's fool. Anyway, enough of that. Likes! Armpits. So we definitely know that the deodorant... It is a deodorant-based thing. I would say either that or they're a sicko. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Maybe... I mean, hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I know that Genshin Impact character. I'm not afraid to admit that either. Maybe something awoke in them. Likes mezzo-soprano. What the fuck does that... Is that something? Is that a thing? Or is this another oundgac? Are we connected here? Okay, mezzo-soprano is not an oundgac. It's a type of classical female singing voice? What the... Mezzo. It's a type of... Okay. Is that what Amy Lee sings in? Maybe. We don't know. But it is music-based. And likes people watching. Look at those big eyes, you know? Dislikes Amy... Okay. The oundgac contradiction. Dislikes Amy Lee. Dislikes Christian rock. Dislikes emo people. It hates Evanescence. You know, this is actually a modern-day tragedy. It hates everything Evanescence stood and stands for, but was put on this planet to look like Evanescence. You know what? If I looked like the Saint Anger album, I was a giant red fist or something, I would probably hate it too. If I looked like, you know, if I just looked like anything that wasn't, you know, uniquely me, I would probably grow to resent that thing as well. Just look at Bettel too. Thank you so much. Great oundgac. Evanescence. Thank you, Melocities. Now, next one is by Flame Blame. Now, Flame Blame, I think I actually accidentally added 2 from you because you made 958,000 oundgacs. And I think that deserves a round of applause. Some of you just went all out for Oundgactober and made so many goddamn oundgacs, I couldn't believe it. Like Cathu and Flame Blame. So many fucking oundgacs. Well done. I just hope you had fun with it. We have Top Dog. Bit of a pun with the top-hatted wearing dog shenanigans. Now, it likes mobster movies. But, oh, yeah, mobster movies, but only if they have Danny DeVito in it. Is there a mobster movie with... Mobster movie with Danny DeVito? Oh, there's a lot of them. I've never seen a mobster movie with Danny DeVito. Is Wise Guys a mobster movie? So, I'm guessing Top Dog here loves the 1986 film Wise Guys. Great. It's a bit of a gambler. It's a bit of a... I think maybe a bit of a... You know, maybe influence from these movies. It also likes card counting at the casino. But it doesn't like the movie Casino, because while it is a mobster film, it does not include Danny DeVito. Wonder what it thinks about that. Dislikes waiting at the DMV. That's going to literally be me today, so I can only agree with you, Top Dog. I can only agree with you on that. And he dislikes Inspector Gadget Mad Time Party for the PS5. What? PS5? Inspector Gadget Mad Time Party. PS5? You are absolutely kidding me. This is a real game. Is this one of the 4 games for the PS5? This reminds me of, yeah, this reminds me of Flayon liking, like, Alien for the Game Boy Advance, where the fuck it was. It seems to always, these characters seem to always dislike things that they themselves resemble. Do we resent the things that we are? Do we reject our humanity and what we are as people? Because look at him. He's his own Inspector Gadget. He's got a fucking gun and like a trench knife shanker coming out, but also a hot dog, just in case. Maybe it's poisoned. And like a gamma ray and a buzzsaw and a bomb. Nothing like a cartoon bomb. I like the addition of the goggles on the hat there. Very, very, what I would say to be counterproductive, because how the fuck do you take those off the hat? Do you have to take them off from the bottom to the top and slide them off? Because that brim is too wide. Is it part of the hat? Is it just aesthetic? But he might need those goggles for when the bomb explodes. Top Dog. Top Dog. Great name. Well done, Flame Blade. Now we have Ratkin Napkin, I believe. Okay, this one was very interesting. I don't even know where to begin with this fucking guy. What is this? I have no... It's very like Dr. Seuss to me, but I don't know what I'm looking at. So I'll break it down in a minute here, but we have Gallblaster. He got that dog in him. What a slogan. Gallblaster. He likes butter peanut, not peanut butter. No. Butter peanut. Long walks not on the beach. Now, could we maybe guess that he likes long walks on the beach because they like David Hasselhoff? Potentially, but we don't know. But they do like long walks. Dislikes sleeping, comedy, and garlic butter. Oh, more butter-based things. Likes and dislikes with the butter here. Now, I mainly want to break down what this thing is, because when I first look at it, I don't see the... Because you can see at the bottom here, it's like this big-headed drooling thing with like little arms and legs. But what I see is, I see like this white space. The white space is its entire body. It's got this big kind of drooling mustache and like open mouth, and it's got like these sad eyes and ears and eyebrows. I don't think it's like these pillars floating above it, but you can't... I don't know. I have no idea where to begin with this thing. It's really interesting. Definitely the most abstract unak we've seen so far, to the point where it's almost like leaving, not to discredit it, but it's almost leaving unak territory because it's so... It's almost too advanced. It's not a tank with a palm tree. It looks like a vision you would have when you go to hell. It does have Rorschach Inkblot territory. This is an advanced unak. This is an advanced unak. But it meets all the criteria. It meets all the criteria. Gallblaster. Such an odd name for, like... Is that drool actually, like, stomach acid? Did something happen? Does it have something wrong with it? I don't know. Look at the folds on, like, that mustache bit. I have no... Dr. Seuss vibes. That's what I'm saying. It's very Dr. Seuss. And I don't know what that is. It might be the red and white. It might be the sad eyes. I don't know. I don't know. This one really gets me. Very interesting. Ratkin Napkin, very interesting. Next one is by Sleep Saturn. Returning to form in some ways. This is Citrus Slice. Getting into Yu-Gi-Oh card territory with this one. Feel the burn. It likes 2 and 7 shampoo and conditioner. What? 2 and 7? Also, that's fucked. Now, this is definitely a bad guy. Oh, 2 and 1. That might be a 1. Looks like a 7 to me. Looks like a 7 to me. I want to believe it's 2 and 7. It likes vehicular manslaughter. Of course it does. Nanny McPhee returns 2010. I didn't even know that. I don't know if that's... I didn't even know that existed. Because after your rousing day of stabbing civilians and shooting with a gun and vehicular manslaughter, you sit down with your 2 and 7 shampoo and conditioner, and you turn on a great, rousing, relaxing film of Nanny McPhee Returns. It dislikes speeding, so this vehicular manslaughter is either within the speed limit or maybe even slower. It could be a slow, impending, horrible, horrible demise. And it dislikes citrus. It didn't choose this life. It didn't choose to be citrus. You know? And is the entire thing the vehicle? Is the entire vehicle part of the oundgac, or is the citrus slice the guy on the inside? I thought it was a goldfish, but I'm now beginning to very much understand that that is also a lemon. When people say like too much, it dislikes when people say like too much. Very, very pessimistic of citrus slice here. I hate that too. That is very annoying. I almost want to be... I want to be on Citrus Slice's side here, because most of the things here are very good. You know? But it really just boils down to it does like vehicular manslaughter. It does make him a bit irredeemable and not a protagonist. But you know, everything else is pretty normal. Really makes you think with life that even the craziest of people and the most violent of people do have things that maybe we could relate to. You know, the most twisted psychopathic minds out there. Just look at Flayon. He lives and breathes and eats food just like everyone else. Beautiful. Citrus Slice. Well done. Thank you, Sleep Saturn. This is by ARW Draws. ARW Draws. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly. This one's very good. Look at that. What a fucking design. This is Sir Short, in quotes, Cake the 8th. This will be a piece of cake, is their quote here. Look, wow, that is actual. This is actual just like good character design. I love the use of the giant fork, the tongue snake. The tongue snake using the fork. The other arm is open. The other arm could have been holding a fork, but no, it's the tongue holds it. I love the shadows and the imposing threat. I love the Sir, that very SpongeBob the approach. This is the 8th of their kind. It likes magic forks. I could see that with the glistening fork over there. It likes easy fights. Me too. No one likes a hard fight. RPGs. It likes Snake. We don't know if it's the game or that thing in his mouth. We don't know. It likes people who make food-related puns. Well, I don't know if I can think of any right now. So I guess Sir Short Cake does not like me too much. Because I can't think of any. Orange you glad I couldn't think of any? Battalion. It dislikes hot weather. I'm sure that's not good for cake. Sporks, it's a gatekeeper of utensils. Sporks are an abomination of mankind. It likes forks, but a spork is right out. Creative writing, it does not like that. Which is too bad, because, you know, he looks like he might actually have some things to tell. Dislikes buildings. Well, look how big he is. He gets in the way here. Dislikes whoever beat the 7 previous slices before him. So what is very interesting with this last portion is that this is the 8th of Sir Shortcake. Okay. There is lore here because it's not. It is already implied that there were 7 before him. But what's interesting is that with this knowledge here in this writing, it is known that one person defeated 7 of these iterations of Shortcake. Because it's not saying, it's shrouded in mystery. We don't know who that is, but there is someone out there that took out the other slices. Not multiple people, not dying of old age. No, someone is out there slaying these cakes. Now, I have a few theories here, you guys. Could that little guy there be the person that slew the other cakes? That little guy? Maybe he's getting ready to slay this one. And then we will get the 9th shortcake. But you know what's even more perplexing about this piece is that we have some context clues. This is Sir, in quotes, short cake. Now, there's 2 ways to look at this. First of all, this is the shortest of the cakes here. Because short is just in quotes. Normally, their name is Sir Cake. This is Sir Cake the 8th. But this one particularly is quite short, even though he's enormous. But what I think is that Sir Short Cake is not the creature you see before you. It's the tiny stick man approaching this beast. Because they're quite short, aren't they? We don't know. And maybe this creature knows that this little guy is Sir Short Cake. And this creature says, this will be a piece of cake. And it's not referencing to himself that he is a piece of cake. It's referencing that this person that he is facing off, he knows him. He knows that his name is Sir Shortcake. And he is insulting him before their battle. But we will never know. Wow, what an observation. The stick man's shadow looks like it's smiling. Would you... Wow. Would you look at this? Incredible. Who knows now? What a dark mystery. Wow. I bet you didn't think we'd unpack that much for this thing. What a find. What a gem. ARW draws, thank you. This is by the next one is by Panda Gerald. Panda Gerald. Really channeling oundgac vibes here. From +1 here. +1 from the default purple from MS Paint. We are once again seeing that disgusting default purple. No time to do a different color. No time to do a better purple. No. This is pasteurized milk, as you can see. Where the fuck am I? Now, what I'm already observing here is that pasteurized milk is going through some shit because they don't know where they are, and they're very upset about it. They're very upset about it. Now, they like, as you do, they like poisoning local debt collectors. Me too. They like geometry, so we know that this character is an antagonist. Based off that knowledge. Geometry. They like cardboard boxes, cat-like qualities, as you can see. And you know what? Who doesn't like a little bit of drywall? a little bit of paprika, and you have yourself a delicacy. It dislikes accidental poisoning via debt collector. You know, what I can respect about pasteurized milk here is that all of their intentions are very much deliberate. Nothing should be an accident. If they so happen to poison a debt collector by accident, that is a big problem. Because they are set out in their ways to poison a debt collector intentionally. They dislike interior decor, which is, you know, not everybody's thing. And they dislike the inevitability of loved ones becoming marketable plushies. That is a tragic fate that we all suffer from. We would never want that of our loved ones. No, we never want to see our loved ones become monetized by the corporate machine. What a terrifying force that pasteurized milk has to deal with. Now, where is pasteurized milk? Where the fuck am I is their quote. Now, this comes off as if it's like a slogan or some kind of catchphrase. So the issue here is they are saying that a lot. They're scared. They're lost. You know? Where the fuck am I? I love the motion here of the leg in the back and the leg going forward. We have a very deliberate sense of movement from pasteurized milk here. Very interesting. Very thought-provoking. Maybe they're in hell. Maybe they're in hell. Maybe they poisoned that local debt collector. And then they ate some drywall and choked on it. And then they went to hell. We don't know. Very good. Very good. Beautiful. Pendigirl. This is from Rabbit Dragon. Oh, wow. Okay. A bit of a, not to discredit the oundgac, but a very creative decision to color the background and then use blank space. We don't see that too often when it comes to oundgacs. Now, let's break this down here. We got a lot going on with Skit Gerald Jr. here, by the way. Junior, another junior. Could those bones there be Skit Gerald Sr.? They look like they're the same race. If you look at the knight helmet there, and then you see the bones here, it looks... But actually, you know what? Maybe Skit Gerald is just a hermit crab, and that knight helmet belongs to the skeleton, and that is just its shell. So it's using that helmet as a shell that he killed this creature of whatever it may be. Skit Gerald Jr. It likes using the default shitty purple. Default shitty purple. Sustainable fashion, very interesting. Sustainable fashion. Halloween weddings. I would like that too. That sounds like a lot of fun. Better. There's no wedding like a Halloween wedding. Never been to one, but boy, that sounds great. Bit of a monster mash. What the fuck does that say? Lace? Old lace. A little scandalous, perhaps. How do you do fellow knights? Now this is all but confirmed now that this guy is a bit of a mimic, a bit of a poser, so that we now can confirm that it's disguising itself. It's disguising itself. A bit of a trickster, yes. So I love the smiley face with the exclamation point. It really sets in that he's a friendly guy. Or is he? You know? So it dislikes ... Love that the bit of the ominous dislikes and that disgusting crimson red you used. The smell of copper. I don't know what that smells like, but I probably dislike it too. Now we are switching from the writing of dislikes into text of the mortifying ordeal of being known. Very sterile approach. It's like half of the battalion. It fears perception. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I only talk and chat every day. Don't look at me. And arsenic. Now, why does it say... Oh, and it hates arsenic and extended family. Extended family could be frustrating. That's true. Could be frustrating. Now, I'll say my favorite thing about this. I am less interested in Skit Gerald Jr., and I am far more interested in the knight that it killed. I fucking love this spy versus spy looking ass fucking knight with the tongue coming out and its goofy eyeballs and its like fucking switchblade face. And I like that. I don't know what it used to look like, but you can see its bones there. You can see that it used to be something. And I'm just so interested in what that used to look like, but we don't know. We just can only put our imagination to the test. I love this kind of fucking knight coming out here. I love that guy. It's wearing the helmet of the dead knight, yeah. You could tell. He's got, like, dinosaur bones. They're very dinosaur-esque. Very interesting. And I guess he feeds on knights. Either that or he's just being a dick. That is a great question. Is Skit Gerald the knight? Skit Gerald is very much a knight name. That's those bones in the helmet. That could be Skit Gerald. That crab could have just wandered in and picked it up. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. The arrow is pointed to the crab. I don't know. That could just be pointing at the helmet, too. It's pointing at the helmet. It's pointing down at the crab, but it's hitting parts of the helmet. We don't know. Identity theft is not a joke. Disqualified. No, I'm kidding. I love this one. Skit Gerald. Love the name. How fun. Rabbit Dragon. Well done. This next one is by Veritos. Ah, yes. We love a punny oundgac, my friends. We love a punny oundgac. Bee's knees! Bee's knees. I'm walking here! Yes, you are, Bee's knees, because that is a lot of knees. He likes the hit virtual singer Hatsune Miku from the voice synthesizing program Vocaloid. I'm glad you broke it down for us just in case. Also, that color you use for likes is disgusting, and I think I know where it came from. You could look at the stubble and the hairs on its leg. You could tell that the likes and dislikes they wrote maybe first, and then did the hairs on the leg, and then broke it up a bit there. Very interesting. It also likes Flintstone gummy vitamins. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. That's a beard. Well, it could be a scary mouth with teeth, but I see it as stubble. He's got stubble. He's a tough guy. Look at those. I mean, just look at those masculine legs there. The 5 o'clock shadow is very, very much a great addition here. And I like that the bees are in fact, that the knees are in fact bees because they have those stingers coming out. Now it dislikes leg day. I mean, to get to where they are, they must have trained leg day very hard. I would not like it very much either. I can very much understand that. It dislikes Honey Nut Cheerios. You know, it is a blasphemous bastardization on bee kind. You would never want to see, you know, a bee in your life become a corporate identity and puppet. It is sick. I would hate it too. Rush hour traffic. Yep. We're the worst. I think this is a good guy. This is a good guy. This is not an antagonist. This is a protagonist oundgac here. He is just a working man like everybody else. Just a working man. Quite powerful though, because if he stings somebody with those knees, I don't think that kills him. I think if in a last resort, maybe he uses his ass stinger there, but we don't know for sure. We don't know for sure. Wonderful. Bee's knees. Good, great pun. Love it. You love to see it. Veritos. The next one is by Master Xylophone here. Oh my. This is truly something to behold. First of all, nothing like a good profile shot. Nothing like a good profile shot. We have medium-sized hat Greg. Now, I don't know how big Greg is, but apparently that hat on their head is medium-sized. They are quite a big thing. That is a big bitch. Now, Greg here likes medium-sized hats, as the name goes. Mani-pedis. That's yeah. Just one of the dudes. Leftover coffee, disgusting. Hudson Hawk on VHS. Now, I can't say many things about medium-sized hat Greg here, but I can say one thing: they know what they're about. They know what they're about. Hudson Hawk reference is fucking insane. Dislikes: tiny hats. For someone of Greg's size and stature, and someone that goes by medium-sized hat Greg, I wouldn't want a tiny hat either, because it would be misrepresentative of who they are as a person. If I went up to somebody and said, "Hey, I'm tall Gavis Bettel, and I'm 4'3", I mean that would be a bit confusing. Dislikes vehicular manslaughter. Now, going back to Citrus Slice, who liked vehicular manslaughter, I'm guessing these two would be enemies in the Ungakaverse here. Now, I don't know if they would ever actually cross paths, but if they did, they would not enjoy each other's company. Now, I'm all for... This is now a protagonist unak, and I can say that with certainty, because it is not a lover of new RuneScape. I am a firm believer in old school RuneScape and only old school RuneScape. And you know what? I can probably put it this way. It maybe doesn't like new RuneScape not because of the new engine implementations or the graphical fidelity, but I think just because it has one giant arm, and maybe that point-and-click nature of old school RuneScape was much more accommodating to who he was as a person than this new mechanics of hitting much more buttons and MMO-esque properties in the new RuneScape. Very interesting. The hotbar combat probably makes it much more of a task than most things. Accessibility is important. I am loving medium-sized hat Greg. I love this Dobby the Elf unibrow fucking green-eyed bitch. I don't even know where to begin with him. But he, pure and simple, is very much maybe one of the most oundgac-y, this is a very real adjective, you can check Urban Dictionary, a very oundgac-y unak. Master xylophone, beautiful creation. Beautiful creation. I'd have a beer with him. Okay, next we have Ghoulish. Wow. A great punny unak. I have no mouth but ice cream. That is great. And he's screaming all right. And he screams. I have no mouth but ice cream. And he screams. Fucking hell. Wow. Look at this thing. You love to see it. You love to see it. I love the arms. I love the default use of the pink and the brown. I don't even know what that cream color is. I think it's got like robot eyes. Is the cherry on top its head? Maybe. We don't know. I love the energy coming off of it. Now let's get into it here. It likes the fish section at Walmart. That is rough. Because I can only assume that the fish section at Walmart is not very good. I would not like that. And the smell probably ain't great. That has to be bad. And it likes garbage disposals. Exactly what I do with my fish from the section at Walmart. Interesting that it likes garbage disposals. That seems like a common enemy to ice cream. A nice cold fridge. Now, this what's very interesting is that it doesn't say a cold freezer. This ice cream likes going in the fridge. You know? This is a melty boy, is what I would say. This is a melty boy. Very interesting. Very interesting. A risky guy. Dislikes macadamia nuts. Me too, actually. I have no mouth but ice cream. Me too. I don't like macadamia nuts. I like a lot of nuts, but I don't like that one. Now, I would say he's a melty boy, but he actually doesn't look very melty, so he is stronger than the average ice cream. It dislikes the bird section at PetSmart. Very noisy. And you know what? Quite boring. I like a good bird. But, you know, I kind of feel bad for him, you know. And dislikes the acquisition of ancient knowledge so great and terrible, he must scream. Wow. This guy is a protagonist. But it's a tragic story because he is burdened with omnipotent knowledge of the past. And he just wants to live his life. He wants to get some food from the Walmart section. He wants to be in the cold fridge. But he can't help but scream because no one else knows his torment. And he can't scream because he doesn't have a mouth. And he's ice cream. Wow. This is probably the most tragic and upsetting oundgac of the day. He you know, at face value, you may laugh and you may applaud. You say, wow, look. And he's very imposing. That is a scary ice cream. But he's a nice guy when you get to know him. And you know, never judge a cone before you get to know it, you know, because it's never judge a cone by its waffle with like material. Ghoulish, very terrifying and introspective oundgac. Wow, I'm gonna be thinking about that one later. That's a lot to unpack. This next one here is by I think if I am to be very bold, I think this is fish sticks, but I have it written down as lurk deer. I think this is where I am with this. I love the fuck out of this thing. Classic oundgacs. I love like horror based oundgacs. This is truly fucked. I don't even know. Sherles. It does, and if I could be very bold here, it looks like a Sherles. This is a Sherles to the T. It likes bracelets. Sharing smiley face. And it likes the game mode hide and seek on the League of Legends mode Dominion, which no longer exists, so it made sure to pay homage to it with a rest in peace. Now let me break this down. Sherles, I'm guessing, is just this green thing with the tongue. I love the tongue, the drool. And I like the sparkle in its eye. It is a cute little guy. Now, the issue that I'm trying to understand, I don't know if this hand is always going to be a part of Sherles. First of all, you could sense a struggle with this hand. It's newly bleeding, and you could see that there was dragging involved of the ripping of the fingernails. So you could tell that this hand had gone through some shit in order for Sherles to get a hold of it. Now, did Sherles do that? I don't know. Maybe Sherles stumbled upon it. I'm not about to imply or villainize Sherles here. We don't know. But it loves that hand. It loves that hand. And it is bound to that hand, at least for now. I don't know. I think, and you know, another thing is, that hand I don't think belongs to Sherles, so I think it moves with its tongue in a kind of propelled bounciness sort of motion. Now, I don't know if Sherles is a protagonist or an antagonist. It's a very, very odd situation. But let's go into the dislikes and maybe I could learn more. It dislikes earrings. Well, he doesn't have ears, so I could totally understand that. It dislikes onions. Not everybody likes it. Uh-oh! It dislikes Littlest Pet Shop City Friends for the Nintendo DS 2009. No one's about to insult Littlest Pet Shop. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. This is an antagonist. Sherles thrives in chaos, is what I can only infer. A controversial critic, but has the gall to like League of Legends. This is a villain. Maybe the sickest one we've seen today. And, I like to pair oundgacs up with each other. So if we look back, look at that big tongue and look, wow. I have no mouth, but ice cream is probably in big trouble if they were to run into Sherles. So it is, But it doesn't say he likes ice cream, so we don't know. Very, very impressive. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Going through them here real quick. So the next one belongs to Soldier of Time. And when we get there in about 16 minutes, we will get to learn more about Soldier of Time's oundgac. Ah! Wow! This is a punny boy. Now, this one actually is very interesting. I'll get into it in a minute here, but just here to have pun. Love it. It likes E. I don't know who E is. Maybe just the letter E, I think. Just likes the letter E. It likes the Freebird solo. Man, it is a... I bet he loves it when he plays on the electric guitar. And I will say the Freebird solo is incredible. No accounting for taste with Pansy. And it likes OSHA violations. A little bit rebellious here. Wow. A little bit rebellious. It dislikes gravity, the sun, every other letter in the alphabet. Wow. Very thought-provoking. Because he looks like a T. He looks like a T. Do you think it could be projection? We don't know. But what I will say is that we have a Panzer tank. It's holding a pan. Its name is Pansy, and the flower is a pansy, and it's got E's all over it. And it's holding a sign that says E! Wow! Wow. Now, I'm going to do a callback to something here. Real quick, because this is very interesting. I had a friend who made one of the first oundgacs of all time, and I don't remember exactly what it looks like, but this very much harkens back to an oundgac that a buddy of mine made. I don't remember what it looks like entirely, but what I do know is that the reason I'm giving this so much points is that my buddy made an oundgac, and he told me its name before I got to see it. Had like lightning. I think he had arms coming out. I'm not entirely sure exactly. I may have like the old art of it somewhere. I don't remember. But this oundgac here was Gregorium the Wise. And it was a mass of Wise inside a electronic ball of energy. And his name was Gregorium the Wise. and seeing all those E's and saying that they like E and that there's E's all over the tank, very it reminds me so much of Gregorium. I may have talked about him before. He's a very, yeah. Gregorium. Anyway, got sidetracked there. That's why Pansy is very reminiscent. Thank you for the submission. Soldier time. This is Flame Blame's other oundgac that I got. This is Tooth Scary. A punny oundgac, and I love big teeth. I love big teeth. The Tooth Scary, your job may suck, but mine bites. That's good. That's almost too good. That's almost too good. Now, you get points, though, because you used the text. You used the text edition and then painted quotes on. Which is so deliberately terrible. I like the giant scary arms. I like the big teeth. I like that it took a bite out of the cookie wand that it has here. But what's the likes here? Carl's Jr., Hardy's 6-piece chicken stars. What did I just do? I just did a Caniac combo thing for one of my oundgacs. It is exactly... Wow. Very oundgac. It likes a LARPing at the local elderly home. Okay. Very specific. Breaking and entering. Ooh, bad guy. It's a bad guy. I could have told you that, though. Dislikes, Duolingo notifications. Let me go at my own pace, damn it. Nothing more frustrating than something trying to tell you otherwise. Another... Oh, my God. Another specific game... Another specific game-based dislike. Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit for the PS2 2006. Incredible. Incredible. And going to summer camp. Yeah, that sucks. That does suck. Maybe I would like breaking. Maybe I you know, if I didn't become a jester, maybe I'd start breaking and entering too, because... Wait a second. Hold the damn phone. This tooth color is exactly the same color as his teeth, and it looks like he's missing a tooth here. Did he pull out his own fucking teeth? Is he pulling out? Did he pull out his own tooth there? Is it a mistake that they did not paint the inside of the teeth there? Could that have been another tooth? We don't know. But now it's looking like it pulled out its own tooth. And the tooth do be scary. Flame Blame, well done. This next one is from Stubborn Old Goat. +1 for the tank. Nurse Shark, the fish tank. Something's fishy about this. What the fuck? Okay. First of all, great use of a different pen, the paintbrush there. I believe that is the, God. I think it may have been the, like, the calligraphy brush or something for the title there. What am I looking at here? Okay, it likes salt water, like all fish. It likes medical memes, so it's a big fan of Loss, probably. It likes dino-shaped chicken nuggets. I'm pretty sure we just saw an oundgac that disliked that, I believe. It likes medicine, okay, as a nurse would, I would imagine. It dislikes fresh water. It is a saltwater-based fish, makes sense. It dislikes medical dramas, so it's probably not a big fan of Nurse Jackie or something. Okay. Me too, I'm not a big fan of those either. Dislikes regular shaped nuggets. Yeah, a lot less fun. A lot less fun. And it dislikes medicine. But this time with a lowercase m, opposed to the liking medicine with an uppercase m. What could that mean? Maybe it likes modern medicine, and it's not a big fan of maybe natural remedies. Or he just likes... Maybe it's emphasizing things. Medicine should always have a capital M because it's so drawn out into the world of medication and being a doctor. We don't know. All we know is that it does not like lowercase medicine. I love that it's a tank. Or is it? Using the clues we have here, something's fishy about this. It almost looks like a Trojan horse disguised as a shark to be a tank. It's got that Trojan horse quality. I don't know if it's made out of wood. I originally wanted to think it was made out of a cookie. But also, it might be the color of an actual nurse shark, which I think is a pun, because I think a nurse shark is a real thing. It is. Now, what's the fishy thing about it? Is it that it's a tank, or is it that it's a shark? We don't know. It's a poorly disguised tank. That is for certain. Terminal goat, very interesting. All right, next one is from Choco Milk Tea. Scene Ripper. This one made my mind fucking like. I can't even begin. It almost looks like you did it in one line stroke. Well, we'll break it down in a minute here, but we have Scene Ripper. Let's see who makes the cut. Well, you made the cut, Scene Ripper. You made it onto the oundgac review. Now, we know it's an antagonist because it likes soggy cereal. It likes trailers that spoil the entire movie. That's awful. And it likes, very interesting, it likes Guagalonomoragad. If you don't know Guagalonomoragad, that's an oundgac that I drew. It is a tank-based goose oundgac. So we actually have a callback to the original character here. Guagalonomoragad. And it likes 2000s cartoons. Very good taste. It dislikes trivia games. Yeah, it's annoying. Dislikes carpal tunnel. Hate it. It dislikes Seams and Jack the Ripper. Maybe because, you know, I guess I wouldn't like Jack the Ripper either. Maybe it has nothing to do with the ripping thing in their name. Oh, it's OO's cartoon. Maybe 2000s, maybe 1990s. 1900s cartoons. Yeah, probably not. Now, what the fuck? I can almost not. I barely understand it. Scene Ripper. It's got the cane pulling thing, like you're getting pulled off the stage, but it has like a reeling film. Is it film? It's got a fucking... What the fuck? This is probably the most confusing one of the day. It's ripping the seams from... It's a sewing machine. Oh, for some reason I thought it said Scene Ripper. No, it's a scene. Is it film? It's a pun. Because it's like a movie-based... Who makes that? I'm actually stopped in my fucking tracks. I can't tell what I'm looking at. Google Seam Ripper. Maybe it's too highbrow. Oh, it's holding a seam ripper. What the fuck? What? And it's getting pulled. It's getting pulled, but then it has like this winding thing. And then what's this? It's just a sewing pun. This thing fucking confuses the shit out of me. I don't have the creative mind to understand it. It's too much. It's got this Carmen Sandiego fucking face going on. It's seam ripping. It's oh man. No, I'm not saying it's not great. I'm just not... My eyes are not trained to understand its complexity. Or I've never sewed before. I like its beauty mark. Also, big props to the shine on the sunglasses. That's always fun to do. I like doing that. It's one of the artistic things I know how to do. It's because you've never sewed before. She is beautiful. Her body is made of sewing tools. What's that cane? I thought it was getting pulled off the stage like a... What the fuck? This one blew my fucking gourd. Well done, Choco Milk Tea. I don't typically get stopped in my tracks like that. This one is by Lemon. That's an S. The cicada. You know he's cool because he's smoking a fucking cigarette. Oh my god, it's a cigarette. The cicada is smoking a cigarette. Holy shit, he's doing a kickflip because of course it is. I love this guy. Opposed to I have no mouth, I scream. This guy loves being alive. And he likes screaming. And he likes kickflips in reality TV. He is a man of you know, set in his ways. He dislikes trees. Dislikes toe socks. Yeah, those suck. And he dislikes smoking. You know, a little bit of tragedy here. He dislikes smoking, but it looks like he can't stop. Great use of that disgusting default green, that lime green that I hate so much. You used both greens to impeccable quality. Use that awful brown. Really, really great use of colors. You made sure to autograph it. This is a good... Yeah, this is a protagonist, Lemon. This is a protagonist. You have made a protagonist, oundgac. I love the skateboard, because that's exactly how I draw a skateboard. With the uneven, swishing lines. You know he just went off a sick ramp. And he doesn't conform to natural cicada habits, because you know what? He's a bit of a rebel. He doesn't like trees. He was born to skate and scream and watch television. Sometimes that's enough. Beautiful. Beautiful, Lemon. Alright, the next one is by Marta. Holy Christ. What the shit? Oh my god. Tyrannosaurus. You're free to put punctuation. You're free to put punctuation as your fantasy guides you. What did you just fucking say to me? You're free to put punctuation as your fantasy guides you. Please, no more. Punctuation for the quote? Please. No more. Please, no. More. Huh. Ah. Very, very ambiguous. Very interesting. Maybe it's a sicko. I don't know. I love it. I actually think it's adorable. Maybe we'll learn about what those purple splotches are. Because right now I think it looks like it's just... The way I'm looking at these purple splotches, it looks like it's just got to be really cold in Ohio. And it's showing me on the fucking weather map. Syracuse has got to be real cold this winter. But it could be bruises. I could be... Okay, but let's look into it. It likes tea. It likes anime Nightcore. Okay, so we got an antagonist. It likes Gavis Bettel. Okay, we're back on track here. It likes being paid overtime. Bit of a hard worker then, but, you know, risk and reward here. And it likes masochism. Okay, so now we know that that quote is, please, no! More! Is what I would say. Is what I would say with this guy. First of all, great head of hair. Great head of hair. This thing is an entire foot Tyrannosaurus. And what's beautiful about this is that the name may have come first, and then you draw it. Interesting. It dislikes furniture. It's probably a bit cumbersome to be sitting in furniture with the way that thing looks. It dislikes Gavis, but it dislikes Gavis Bettel, and it dislikes mullets. It has a mullet, so I wonder if it is just trying to meet some kind of trend. I know that male hairstyles these days, I think mullets are back in. Maybe it's just trying to, you know, it's a working man. You know, you see its tie there, and, you know, maybe it's trying to relive its youth. Maybe it makes it angry. Maybe just got a fuck my shit up haircut, and he didn't want a mullet. He just likes the alarm at 7:43. Interesting. I don't even know how to unpack that. I would probably dislike the alarm at 7:43 as well, because either that's too early or too late. I like this character, but it doesn't like me, so you know what? It can fucking die. All right, we have a net here. A net. Wow. What a creation. Oh, it is an August 19th reference. You're right. This is Spiky Splonk, the Stegosaurus. And as you can tell, it is the absolute spitting image of a Stegosaurus. I mean, if you were to look at that, you would say that is undeniably a Stegosaurus. It likes eating dictionaries. It has a hunger for knowledge, I guess. It likes wearing bottle caps as hats. Very interesting, because there is no bottle cap in sight, or maybe it's very large. You just don't see the bottle cap. You know what I'm saying? It likes moonwalking, but only while sleeping. How do you even know that you're doing it? And how do you enjoy something while you're sleeping? Do you just wake up and you went, "Yep, I moonwalked last night," and I fucking love that. Wow. Very, very beautiful. It's a very sleep-based character here. It likes white noise and arugula. I can't even tell you what arugula tastes like. You feel it in your soul. Yeah, this guy's very, very, very rhythmic. It just likes the sound of laughter. Oh wow. Okay, so he's not. Despite its joyous, you know, exterior, it probably is not as joyous as you think. Dislikes salmon sashimi. Me too. It dislikes pillows that are flat. Okay, yeah. Screwdrivers. Nah, okay. He's afraid of saxophones. He doesn't just dislike it. You know, they made sure to preface that they dislike saxophones because they're terrifying. Now, I'm looking at this, and, you know, maybe to the untrained eye, you would see a generic and general prehistoric run-of-the-mill Stegosaurus. But if you look a little bit closer, you can tell that, first of all, it's green and orange. And it has a fork, a lamp, a boot, and a banana for its spines, instead of normal Stegosaurus spines. But here is actually the brilliant thing, is that maybe this is the artist's interpretation of what dinosaurs looked like, because we don't actually know what a Stegosaurus actually looked like. So maybe they were green and orange. And you know what? Maybe it did have a lamp for its spines. This could be a very, very classic looking Stegosaurus. You know what I mean? And you look at its tail, and it's dripping paint, and it's a paintbrush. And, you know, as Odysseus, when Odysseus traveled in the Odyssey, they encountered the Cyclops Polyphemus, and they talked about how he you know, this giant, overwhelming mass. But, you know, I think it did come down to maybe Cyclops wasn't actually this one-eyed creature, but maybe it was a volcano. Maybe the one eye was the inside of a volcano. Maybe the fire or the rocks that it threw was the eruption. And it's just this ancient interpretation that they described it as. You know, we don't know. So maybe this dinosaur is actually very much an accurate depiction of what a stegosaurus used to be in the prehistoric times. Very thought-provoking. Very thought-provoking. Beautiful. Spiky Splunk. Wow. Wow, that one really made you think. It brought a tear to my eye. Annette, thank you. Next one is by Minoru. Minoru. Cart. And its quote is, cart. It likes air pollution. Do you think that exhaust coming from its head is a deliberate case? Maybe it doesn't have to do that, but it's choosing to, so it's a villain. Now, I love this almost ineligible fucking cursive font that you have used. Now I have to zoom in. It likes the hit 2010 online multiplayer free-to-play platform indie game Transformice. And you made sure to bold Transformice. And, oh my god, and you spaced out. Oh my god, what a deliberate massacre of the likes here. What a fucking tragedy. And it likes string cheese. It dislikes Twister, me too. They made a sequel, which is just completely unneeded. That movie scared the shit out of me as a kid. It dislikes font inconsistency. Ah, a little bit of a joke callback. And it dislikes the yellow color. Now, let's actually look a little bit deeper here, because it dislikes the yellow color, and maybe it's not a dislike, but an insecurity. Because you see this beautiful spitting image of this disgusting, you know, this very odd, oh, you know what? This is interpreted, but it actually, you're right, it dislikes Twister, and I thought the movie, but actually, with context clues to the spots on its body, it dislikes maybe the game, and maybe those spots are reminiscent of its kind, almost like a pelt that you are dancing on in such a disrespectful and crude manner. You know? But let's look a little bit deeper into Cart. First of all, Cart it has a car for a head. And it looks like a cat. And it dislikes yellow, and you notice that it has one yellow leg, and I would probably find, I would be very self-conscious if, let's say I had, I don't know, a purple arm. One purple arm. And feathers. You know, I'd become insecure too. So I understand Cart's predicament, because it can't be perfect. It's got this purple quality, but, you know, one yellow leg, one, you know, insecurity that's just glaring out at it. And by the way, big props for the use of default colors. I never talk about the default colors for usage, but you have that disgusting pale purple, the disgusting purple hooves. You use that disgusting default fucking mustard golden yellow. All default colors that I can see. Very much an oundgac. Yellow headlights too. That is true. That is true. It does have a yellow headlight. He looks content about it. Now, I will say, we are at the end. And I think everybody at the end of the day if you look deep into your souls, if you look deep into oneself, you may look at the general, just profound nature of an oundgac, the beautiful inconsistencies, the vast creative nature that it brings. But if you look just a bit closer, we are all oundgacs. Because we all share likes and dislikes, and above all, we have a name. And you can't take that away from us. We are all oundgacs. You're all winners. You're all beautiful. You're all creations. You are the oundgac. Incredible. Big shout out to River Harmonic for the mirror at the end here. The mirror. A great stepping stone in introspective thought process into the world of oundgac. But at the end of the day, we are oundgac. But I could say this is the winner and crowned the champion of the oundgac review for this evening. But I don't believe in cop-outs. So I am now going to pick and dissect what my favorite oundgac is of the evening. But don't get it twisted. I love them all. But there is a winner. Let's go through them real quick, shall we? We have Morrible Jr. Very classic. Morrible Jr. Chain typing. A look into the corporate torture. We got Big Top, the horrifying clown. We have Tincation. We have Crocogata Zardon Steve and Andromeda's Mark. Maverick Blade. Pop Tank Tella the Tyrant. By the way, big props to Honka for making the font extra fucking crispy there. You they like just blew it up somehow for 144p. That is an unrecognized talent. Lil Blorbo. Evanescence. Top Dog. Gall Blaster. Citrus Slice. Sir Shortcake. Pasteurized Milk. Skit Gerald Jr. Bee's Knees. Medium-sized Hat Greg. I have no mouth but ice cream. Sherles. Pansy. The Too Scary. Nurse Shark. Scene Ripper. Cicada. Tyrannosaurus. Spiky Splunk. Stegosaurus. And Cart. Wow. You are the oundgac. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm analyzing here. Mm-hmm. This is very hard. This is very hard. I found my favorite. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. I love this thing so goddamn much. It's so deliberately awful. It used just about every default color in MS Paint. It used the shape tool. It has a name I can't even pronounce. 1 second. I'm gonna do something here. So we have, okay, what number is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's 5. So this belongs to 1, 2, 3, 4. I think, oh, is this Cathew? Did Cathew just win? These are all so good, but I'm giving it... Oh my god. Cathew! Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do something... What the f... What the... Hold on a second. Just hold the phone here. I'm not saying Cathew... I'm not doing some bias here. Okay? I don't believe in that. Okay? But Cathew seemed to be a true believer in the oundgac compendium. And the reason I say this is I've just discovered something, and if you could, hopefully you'll let me do this. But what I just discovered. What the fuck? Hang on. I'm trying to. This is advanced. This is very advanced. HIJKL HIJ. Where the fuck is it saving to? We have there's something. Okay, there, it's right there. What the fucking hello? Where's the saving to? Ah! I'm having a very difficult time right now. Well, first of all, let's look into the GOAT real quick, because I did vote for him. Oh my god, and did they oh my god. Wait a second. You redrew him in battle poses. You gave him swords. Wow. Let's see. Steve, business time. He means business. He's got a smile using that default purple and awful blue for your likes and dislikes. Love that. Likes? What the fuck is Shrams? Is this some music? It's techno? It looks some kind of techno, obscure techno music? Rewinding VHS tapes. Oh, so he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Unconventional ice trays. Ooh, like maybe like a skull ice. That's fun. Traveling by sea. Oh, he travels by sea. I like how he's still breathing fire. He just likes ballroom dancing, watching VHS tapes. But he rewinds them anyway. Hairless animals. Yeah. Wait, he's one. And ships. Oh god, he's a contradiction. Great. He's a contradiction. What I'm trying to show here is this. I'm really trying here. Why is this not working? This is really giving me a hard time right now. I'm pouring out my oundgac heart right now, and it's not... It's just too big? It might be too big. It's like not being recognized. It says it just won't show up in my downloads folder? This is crazy. It won't add to the... OBS literally can't handle the GAC. Go in! What the fuck? This is insane. I need to show this! This is so good! I need to show this! Please! Computer! I don't know what to do. I'm trying to think of things that I can do, and it's not working. Screenshot it? Okay, let me... Okay. Maybe that worked? It worked. Look, this is not because they won. I just found this. Okay, I look. This is every oundgac they drew for Oundgactober 2023. All of them. But wait, there's a giant twist. Look at all these fuckers. Look at that moray eel with the world on it. What is that? What is that? The moray eel with the world on it. What on the... This is the ultimate understanding of the assignment. Also, so many default colors. It might only be default colors. Is that a skeleton with chicken wing arms? Okay, but watch. Green Santa with like a stomach. A gun. Guys. It was rigged from the... It's an oundgac. And it shares every single like and dislike that every single one of these oundgacs had culminated into one oundgac. Every oundgac, every oundwear, all at ounds. This is like end boss god oundgac. I don't even know what to fucking say. I cannot imagine the level of dedication, Cathew. I mean, the winner goes to Steve and the battle, the rivalry between Steve and Andromedus Mark. That is pure and simple. Such a great... The simplicity, the colors, the fucking introspection that you can look into it. Incredible. But this is fucking... This is insane. I mean, what in the... I need to look at more of these. I need to see what that moray eel is. OBS is protecting us from the truth. What a way to end it, though. Guys, thank you so much for your submissions for all this time. If you like this, we can do it again, because this was a lot of fun. I like just going into the deep thought process of oundgacs themselves. at the end of the day, it's not very serious, but it is fun. It's fun, you know, just like looking at your creativity and seeing what people do. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. I'm glad we got around to doing it. But thank you so much for the submissions all the way back in 2023, as well as the submissions now. I hope. I'm sorry if you didn't get yours to appear. But at the end of the day, it was a great little time we had, and I hope it made your day a little bit better. I know things are maybe a little bit difficult right now, and I hope that this at least brightened it a little bit. But you know, with each passing day, remember just try and enjoy yourselves and chase your creative dreams, because even if you can't draw, you know, let oundgac be something to inspire. Let it be something to inspire. I will see you guys again Sunday with me and Bettel 2 doing Spy Party, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you then. 2-Hour Andy signing out with a better luck next time, and thank you for doing the oundgac things. And as they say in Oungacia, I'll see you Sunday. Bye, you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.